Meridian.
What will Manchester be like in the year 2020? We've new futuristic drama with Police 2020 at 9 o'clock.
Well, here I am backstage in the main studio, and I'm about to pre-record an edition of Blind Date. And out there is our lovely Ted Robbins warming up the audience, and with him is a certain lady enjoying the pre-recording fun.
Get her on. Give her a nice big hand. Come on, let's get her on. You get on there, darling. Go on, we'll get you on stage. Lovely.
What she doesn't realise is I'm about to give her the surprise of her life.
Lovely. What do you do for a living, love?
I'm a nurse in auxiliary.
Oh, you're a nurse. That's a great thing. Give her a nice hand for a nurse, a lovely nurse. Yeah, hey. I love that. That's smashing. Hello. Oh, here's our Cilla back, boys and girls. Yes, please. Oh.
Hello, Ted.
Hello, dear.
Who have you picked out here?
Well, this is Maureen, and she's a nurse.
Oh, a nurse?
Yes.
Do you mean the cream is not working then, Chuck?
Oh, I look lovely tonight, Petal.
You've got our Maureen down here. Maureen, you're a nurse. What kind of people do you look after?
The old people.
Oh, the old people. Oh, isn't that lovely, lady? Who are you with tonight? Who have you come with?
My friend, my daughter, and my husband.
Your friend, what's your friend's name?
Wendy.
Hello, Wendy. And your daughter, what's your daughter's name?
Nadine.
Hello, Nadine. And who's that looking glum?
That's me. He's
looking a bit
blind date.
What's his name?
That's Jim.
Hello, Jim. All right, Jimbo. Now, is that all your family? Do you have any brothers or sisters or anything like that?
Yes.
Yes. It's not a difficult question for you, is it, Maureen? Who have you got?
They won't be here because they're in Australia.
Oh, well, who are they?
I've got a sister, Janet.
You've got a sister?
Janet.
Yes.
Brother Brian.
Right.
And a brother David in Australia.
And they're all the way over in Australia? Now, how long is it since you've seen them?
32 years.
32 years? Well, Wendy tells me it's 37 years, actually.
Wendy. It is. I can't remember. It's
and
a
they
long
all
time.
went there when you were just 7. You were 17 years of age.
I was young. My sister was only 7.
Yeah.
I was married, so I didn't go.
Right. So you stayed here.
Yeah. Because my mum died, and my dad took the 3 children out to Australia, and I've never seen them since.
You haven't seen? You've never been over to Australia, and they've never come over here.
No.
And we're talking 37 years.
Yes.
Well, surprise, surprise. They're not here. They're not here. We've got one better than that. We're doing better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Surprise, surprise. In this envelope here are 2 tickets for you to go all the way over to Australia to see all your family. All right? Thanks, Wendy.
Oh, Wendy.
You owe that all to Wendy. She wrote in and told me all about them.
She is such a lovely, lovely friend.
She is
She's the best.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Well, yeah, and surprise, surprise. I will be in Australia in a couple of days' time. I will.
Will you?
And guess what? Surprise, surprise. We are going together.
No!
So what are we waiting for? Let's get packing. We are off to Australia. Come on, Maureen, we're going together. Oh, come on. We're off to Australia. Give them away.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cilla Black.
So much. Thank you. Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Surprise Surprise from right here in Australia. Now I'm in Bilson's, which is one of the top restaurants in the fabulous city of Sydney. And what about this for a backdrop? Yes, Sydney Harbour with the views of the world famous Opera House and Harbour Bridge. Well, during the show, I'll be organising surprises not only here in Sydney, but all over Australia, plus a few for some lucky Brits back home. I'll also be giving some of my guests here the chance to send a surprise video postcard to loved ones in Britain.
Hi, my name's Pam Patterson and I live in New South Wales. I'm 35 years old and I have a family of my own here in Australia. I've never met any of my relatives in the UK and would dearly love to meet you all. My father's name was George Lawson Patterson and he was born in Northumberland. I know I had a cousin called Linda Whitworth and an auntie called Isabel. Please write to Cilla, as I'd really like to get to know you all.
Before I came to Australia, I had a few surprises for people back in Britain. And one of those people was Don Oscroft from Derbyshire. Now, Don's daughter-in-law, Amanda, had written to tell me that even though Don had never been to Australia, he'd become fascinated by the art and culture of the Aboriginal people. Not only that, he had even started to learn to play the didgeridoo. Now, Amanda told me that Don's efforts were so bad that the family were beginning to wish that when it came to his didgeridoo, that he didn't. So we got Don and his family together for a family meal, and I went along to say hello. Don Oscroft. Don! Surprise, surprise! Hello, Don.
Hello.
How are you? Oh,
Do I have to stand?
Can I interrupt you? Avocado and prawns. My goodness me, isn't it lovely? Introduce me. Who are you with today, Don?
This is my wife, Wendy.
Hello, Wendy.
Hello. My son, Bill, or William.
Hello, Will.
Will to his wife. This is Amanda, his wife.
Well, actually, I knew that already. Because, you see, it was Amanda who wrote and told me all about you, Don.
Gets you home.
Yes. Now, does this mean anything? Does this mean anything to you, Don?
I know what it is. It's a didgeridoo, but don't ask me to play it, because I can't.
Why?
I haven't got the breath. He's the guy who can play it.
He's the one that's
yes.
been teaching you for 2 years.
I can't get a note out of it.
Well, surprise, surprise, now's the time. So give us a quick burst before you tuck into your avocado.
That's made for me, that is, isn't it?
That's really good. That's wonderful. Now, is it true, because Amanda here has told me all kinds, is it true that when Amanda and your son Will here went to visit Australia, stayed for a while, is it true that Wendy left you at home here in Britain to do the decorating and look after the dog?
Building an extension, actually, yeah.
So you never got to go to Australia?
No, I didn't, no.
Because, surprise, surprise, we are going to take you to Ayers Rock in Australia. The land of the Aboriginal.
I'll kill you.
No. You can only have that first course because we're off tonight, all right?
Tonight?
Yeah, you look after the didgeridoo. You're not eating that. I'm going to help you pack. Come on, Don. See you later. So Don and Wendy were on their way down under to Ayers Rock in the heart of Australia. And who better to look after them during their visit to one of the most magical places in the world than Australia's top travel show presenter and star of Crocodile Dundee, Ernie Dingo.
Pleased to see you. Just a little word of warning, mate. Hats, 40 degrees here. Let's get in the shade.
All right. Good idea.
Hello, you fellows. Hello. Hi. Really?
Hi, welcome.
Cassidy, Karina, Jigger.
Morning.
This is the bush restaurant I was telling you about.
Oh, is this it?
This will set your taste buds alive.
Right. These are the witchetty grubs, what we call muckle. They're in what we call iguana trees, which are acacia trees, witchetty bushes. When they're in there, they'll start putting a shell on, like coating of the shell, before they exit out then and turn into moths. So when they're like that, that's when they're ready for collecting and cooking up. Or you can eat them raw as well.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, just wrap a little bit of bacon around it, it's a bit of sprig, sauteed, straight down. Yeah. Like oysters.
I bet, yes.
Yeah.
Could we rub a few sticks together?
Don't rub sticks together.
Well, I mean to light a fire and
Somebody fetch the bacon.
I'd have a go at eating it, but I don't think I could have a go like that.
Well, Wendy, you said you wanted your grub medium red. Try that.
Grubs up.
Grubs up, yeah. Try this. Just take off the last couple of wrinkles. Just bite on it.
Wait a minute now, wait a minute.
Just bite on it.
Go
No,
on.
what can I do? That's on bit.
Yeah, you don't have to take that bit off, but if you're going to be fussy, right?
Oh, this is like a shrimp. Go on, save me a minute.
Is it medium rare?
Yeah, it's cooked. I hate people playing with their food.
Give me
Here,
a
try a
bit.
piece of this.
There's nothing in there, right? That's good tucker, that is.
What's the fire? Come on, girl, get up here. It's not that bad. Now, don't eat the flies. We're trying to save those for other people.
No, surely it's delicious.
Yeah, then. You can have a second helper.
Well, I reckon we better get a move on because I'm going to show you something that's really, really fantastic. Now, if you reckon that the changing of the guards is pretty good, wait till you see the changing of the colours on the rock at
Can't wait to
sunset.
see it.
Let's go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
One of the amazing things about it is the colours that it changed from to, and even the horizon itself, everything around it.
You can see that since we've been here. It's changing gradually, and it's quite spectacular, isn't it?
And it gets that beautiful purple scent.
Gives you that creepy feeling back of the neck, I think.
It's amazing though, just in a short span of about an hour or so, I mean, if you were an artist, to try and check your colours.
If Monet had done this, he'd have died of exhaustion.
Here later on in the show, but first we've got a surprise for someone who at this moment is across the harbour behind me outside the Sydney Opera House. And waiting at the Opera House to help me with a few of my surprises this evening is the Aussie who definitely put the down into Down Under. Yes, it's the lovely Bob Down. Are you there, Bob?
Hi, Cilla. Don't we get around? Welcome to Australia.
Well, thank you very much. Isn't it Bonza here?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Now, you're over there at the Opera House to surprise a very special lady, aren't you?
I certainly am. Behind me is the Harbour Restaurant, and in there, a lady called Frida Prowse is having what she thinks is just a quiet dinner with her husband, Alf. But, of course, we've got a bit of a surprise for her, haven't we?
We certainly have, Bob, haven't we?
We have. Shall I go in?
Oh, I can't wait. Off you go, Chum.
Come on, let's go. Here we are at the Harbour. Sorry, we don't have any reservations. Bob Down, I'm a comedian. Let me through with my whole crew. Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. How are you? Oh, they're all looking a little bit stunned to see me, Sil.
And shocked
I'm
as
looking
well.
for Frida Prowse. Frida? Is Frida here? Hello, Frida. I'm Bob Down. How you doing? You're probably wondering what the hell's going on, aren't you? You are. Well, Cilla sent me here to surprise you. Cilla's doing a TV show across the harbour in another restaurant called Surprise, Surprise. And that's what we're doing to you. And if you look over there, you can say hello. There she is.
Cilla, hello.
Hello, Frida. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, how lovely. How lovely.
Now, who's that you've got there with you, apart from our lovely Bob?
That's my dear husband, Alfred.
Ah, well, surprise, surprise. I knew that already, Frida. I did. I did. In fact, there's a lot I know about you, Frida, because your lovely husband, Alfred, there, has told me all about you. Yes, he has indeed.
He's a dark horse, isn't he?
I didn't know a thing. Honestly, I didn't.
Well, don't worry about it, my little chucky head. I know that you are originally from England. Is that right?
That's right, yes.
And in fact, you used to live in London.
Yes.
Yes. So how long have you been living in Australia?
Well, to this very week, we arrived in Sydney 48 years ago.
And in fact, sometime very soon, you're due to be officially made an Australian citizen.
Yes, well, I was hoping to, yes.
Well, I tell you, surprise, surprise, Frida, it is going to happen sooner than you think. In fact, it's actually going to happen today, right here in Sydney.
That's wonderful.
It is indeed, and not only that, we have got the Lord Mayor of Sydney here with me. Yes.
It's true.
And he is going to conduct your citizenship ceremony himself. Now, how does that sound?
I'm very honoured.
Isn't that so terribly British? And Bob, before you do come over here, on the way in, I couldn't help noticing those people on the table just right the other side of you.
What, over here?
Over there.
The big
Can we
table over
say
here.
hello to them?
Oh, this big sort of, it looks like a family, or is it a bit of a family day
It's
out?
a big family.
Hello, everybody. How are you? Bob Down's the name, surprising people's the game. Oh, goodness gracious me. Why don't you say hello to Cilla?
Hello, Cilla.
Hello, gang.
Hi.
Who's that lady you're sitting in the middle of with that little boy? Who's that lady?
Who's this?
This is my son, Brendan.
Well, who are you, sweetheart?
Who are you?
I'm Gail.
Hello, Gail.
Gail. And that's your son, Brendan?
Yes.
Hi, Brendan. How you doing?
And the rest of the family.
Now, that wouldn't be the Villiers family, which has the famous Karate Kid called Brendan, who is sitting right next to you, Gail.
Would that be right, Brendan? That's you.
Your hero, correct me if I'm wrong, your hero is the famous Australian karate champion, Howard Lippman.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep. Now, what would you say if I told you that Howard has asked to give you a very special lesson, Brendan? What would you say to that? You are totally gobsmacked, aren't you, Brendan? Would you like to have a lesson by Howard?
Yes.
Well, you better tell him that yourself, because Howard Lippman is right there to see you. Come in, Howard. Say hello to our Brendan.
Here's
Look,
Howard
Brendan, there he is. And Howard, I do believe you've got a special invitation for Brendan, haven't you, Chuck?
Well, you do indeed, Cilla. Brendan, what we're going to do, I'm going to take you over to see Cilla now, and on the way over, I'm going to teach you a very special technique called Tamashiwari, which is the art of breaking. And when you get over to Cilla, you'll be able to do your own very special demonstration on television.
Isn't that brilliant, Brendan? Well, Howard's got your karate suit there, so, Brendan, you better chop, and you and your mum better get going. In fact, I tell you what, bring the whole family, because I'm sure they'd want to see the new Karate Kid
I
in
think
action
they would, wouldn't
too.
you? Yeah.
Well, Bob, you're going to look after them and make sure they catch that boat, aren't you, love?
Absolutely. Well, before then, we'll all be on the jet Captain Manly. That's right. Don't worry, I won't get it wrong.
You just hurry on over, and we shall see you all later. Ta-ra, everyone.
Bye.
See you in a moment.
Come on, then.
Ta-ra.
Hi, my name is Rita Sundaraj and I live in Sydney with my husband Raj and my 3 children, Anand, Shona and Kiran. I'm looking for my friend Amrit Par Kaur Daji. I met Amrit in 1969 in India when we were both at university. We were roommates and became the best of friends. I've been back to the UK and tried to find you, Amrit, but couldn't. I would love to hear from you again. It's been 23 years since we lost touch, and I have so many stories to share with you. Not a day goes past that I don't think of you. Please write to Cilla.
Oh, well, that's quite moving, actually. So you're looking for your best friend, Amrit?
Yes, I am, yes.
And you think that
She went to UK to settle down after she left Uganda. So I hope you'll be able to trace her for me. Yeah.
Well, what would be the first thing you'd say to Amrit if you saw her?
I think I'll cry.
You think you'll cry? Yes. Well, stand by for the tears, Rita, because surprise, surprise, I found her for you.
You did?
Yes. And here she is after 23 years. Your dear friend, Amrit.
Really?
Yes, come in, Amrit. Say hello to your best friend, Rita. There she is. There she is. Oh, what a lovely surprise. Well, I'm sure Rita and Amrit have got a lot of catching up to do, so we're going to take a break right now. See you in a mo.
Another family is duped by I can't believe it's not butter.
It's the best we've ever tasted.
They can't believe it's not butter, so can you?
Make sure you take part in the national survey from the Consumer Research Bureau. It's in the post this week. And remember, your answers count.
Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
I find that soap can really dry your skin out. I wasn't expecting great things from Dove. I used Dove for 7 days. I was really, really surprised. I was waiting for that tight feeling to come and it just didn't.
Dove not only cleans but actively moisturises. It won't dry your skin like soap can.
It's very creamy, it's very luxurious to use. It makes my skin feel really soft and glowing.
For softer, smoother skin, take the Dove 7-day test.
My boyfriend proposed to me this week.
Beware of the dangers of the sun, premature wrinkles, damage to fragile skin. So before you step out into the sun, remember, not all sun protection lotions are the same. Ombre Solaire, with its patented photostable filter, is most effective against harmful UVA rays, a major cause of cell damage and premature wrinkles. Protect yourself today for healthier skin tomorrow. Ombre Solaire Photostable, formulated and controlled by Laboratoire Garnier, Paris.
Well, back home, us Brits have a reputation as the nation of animal lovers. We love our pets and keep anything from cats and dogs, and in my Bobby's case, budgies and parakeets. However, there are some animals who can't be kept because they're either too wild or need too much space. Often the only place you can see these animals is in captivity. Well, I had a letter from a wildlife park in Hertfordshire who told me about a lady called Diana James who's absolutely potty about their wallabies. In fact, she loved them so much that she's adopted one of them. And most weekends, she's making sure her wallaby baby is doing well. Well, Diana sounded like a smashing lady, so I decided to go along and meet her. And guess where? Yes, with the wallabies at London Zoo. Diana James.
Oh my God!
Surprise, surprise.
Oh my God!
I saw you there with the lovely wallaby there. Was he behaving himself?
Yes, he was. I'm shaking.
Well, tell us a bit about yourself, because nobody knows this, but you are an animal lover, aren't you, Diana?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
And in fact, you love animals so much, you've actually adopted one.
Yes, wallaby.
You adopted a wallaby?
Yes, I have, yes.
Ah.
Excuse me, I must look dreadful.
No, you look gorgeous. Is it a boy or is it a girl?
It's a girl.
What's her name?
Babu.
And you've got a big photograph of her in your kitchen.
Yes, I have.
I know an awful lot about you, I really...
Obviously, yes. Oh, my God, I don't know what to say.
Mind you, it really would be nice to see the wallabies in their own natural environment. Have you ever been to Australia?
No, not at all, actually.
Well, surprise, surprise, you're coming with me now. All the way to Australia. Yes, you are. Yes, you've got 6 hours to get packed.
No!
Yes, we are going to Australia to see the wallabies in their own natural habitat.
Oh, my God!
OK, then, come on, Diana. We're off to Aussie land. We're off to Aussie land. Tiny wallaby down. Well, Diana, surprise, surprise, here we are, actually, in Australia. And have you gotten over the surprise yet?
I think so, just about.
And we are actually here in Waratah Wildlife Reserve, and that's just outside Sydney. And there's a very special person I'd like you to see and meet. because she's going to show us around. This is the
Hi.
lovely Audrey.
How do you do?
That's our Diana. And you know, Diana, this is not only the home to the lovely wallaby, it's also, am I right, Audrey, the home to all lovely Australian animals, isn't it? Including Skippy. Are you ready for this? The bush kangaroo.
That's right.
I never knew that. I never knew that. Well, I can't wait to see the animals. Could you?
No.
Well, lead on, Audrey. Let's go talk to the animals.
Okay.
Oh, he's doing a tinkerlet on your shoe.
Actually, most of them are descendants of Skippy. When they,
Oh, he's put it about a bit, that Skippy, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Are they sweet?
They're like bears, aren't they? Big
Whoa.
bears.
Wash your mouth out with soap and water. You cannot call the koala, especially in Australia, a bird. No, it's a marsupial.
It's a bearded dragon. Hello, Cilla.
Diana, remember me telling you earlier, well, you saw for yourself, that the wallabies were certainly very, very timid, and we couldn't even get close to them, could we?
No.
Well, Audrey has promised you a little surprise. She's
Wow.
bringing a baby wallaby on now to try and get out of a little rucksack to say hello to you, yes. And there it is, look at that.
Oh, hi.
That's Owen.
Oh, wow, look at you.
That's sweet. Has the baby got a name yet,
No,
Audrey?
no, she hasn't.
Oh, she hasn't got a name? Oh, I've just thought of something. As it's a special surprise, would you allow our Diana to name your baby wallaby?
Absolutely.
Peaches would be nice.
Oh, that
actually.
sounds
Why
lovely.
Peaches?
Well, Babu actually, she took a liking to peach snaps.
Well, a lady after my own heart.
Might be apt.
Well, Peaches it is. Thank you so much indeed. Well, you have to send a postcard to your Babu now and tell her all about her half
Little
sister
friend.
in Australia. Well, I hope it won't be too long before we come back again. I know you certainly like to come back again, wouldn't you,
Oh,
Diana?
absolutely, definitely. Bye-bye, Peaches.
Bye, Diane.
Well, there are over 10,000 miles between Britain and Australia, and for many people with loved ones living on the other side of the world, it can begin to seem impossible that their families will ever see each other again. Vic Bennion from Manchester in England has 2 sisters and a brother living in Tasmania. Now, it's been 70 years since they've all been together, but for all those years, Vic has had an impossible dream that one day they might all meet up again. Well, we decided to make Vic's dream come true by flying him all the way over from England to Tasmania. And I joined Vic on his journey, a journey he had been waiting a lifetime to make. Well, here we are, Vic, in lovely, beautiful Tasmania. Isn't it gorgeous?
It is.
Who'd have thought 2 weeks ago, Vic, that you'd be walking along a beach like this in Australia with me?
Yeah, well, I think it'd be a miracle if that ever happened.
Well, talking about miracles, because you are a miracle, aren't you? You are a miracle baby.
Yes, I believe so.
In fact, the doctors didn't think you would survive the night, the day you were born.